Hey garden friends, I hope everyone's having a great day. It is a hot day. It is like 85 degrees now. I am just under a canopy here trying to stay nice and cool, but I still want to be out in the garden. And today I'll be planting in a terracotta pot. This is like a 5-inch pot, and I'll be planting Sedum Pachyphyllum. This is a cute, chubby plant. It is a hybrid, but I'm not really sure what the mix is. Maybe it's a Sedum rhabdoticum, like the pork and beans plant, mixed with the Francesco baldi, but that's a Sedum. So, like I said, I'm not really sure what the mixture is, but it's a Sedum Pachyphyllum, and it's native to Mexico, and they grow super long stems. This one is a pup, but they can grow up to 12 inches tall. So at first they'll grow tall, and then they'll end up trailing over because they get top heavy, and they propagate super easily, super easy by leaf. So if one of these pops off, you can just place it in soil and it'll start growing another pup. Such a fun plant. So I'm just gonna get started here, and I'll fill this up with succulent soil all the way to the top. And I have, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12. And we'll see how many I need to actually fill this up. Maybe it'll take more than 12 plants, but we'll see. I have more, but I have prepped 12 of them. Okay, so that's good. And I'll start in the center. And I'll start with the bigger one, right in the center here. And they all have roots, so none of them are cuttings. So I'll be able to water this arrangement right away. And I kind of like start in a line. So I'll put one right here, right beside it. And they're not super delicate, so you don't have to be like super gentle. They can take a little pressure when planting them. And I'm gonna get my knitting needle, make that well nice and deep, and just place it right in there, just like that. And I make sure that the bottom leaves are right on top of the soil, so not buried under there. And if I see that one is, I grab a little more soil, put more soil there, and I kind of lift it up just so it can be right on the top there. Because the leaves, once they feel the moisture and it doesn't dry fast, those bottom leaves right here, so the bottom leaves, they'll start turning yellow just like this one, and they'll just pop off. So they'll just rot, basically. I'm not saying that this one is rotted, but it's starting to dry up, so it probably needs some water. But that's why I like to set them right on top of the soil. Make another well there. Put another one. Okay. Get another one. And I just want to have a pot full of this cute plant. I want to see it grow, because I've only seen the pictures of them when they're nice and tall on Google. I don't really have one of my own. So I think that I should experiment and watch it grow. See how long it takes. Make sure that all those roots are down in the soil. Oh, so relaxing. But it's toasty out, like I said before. I mean, I'm here in San Diego, And I live maybe 3 miles away from the beach, so it's not that far away, you know. So we always kind of have like that breeze going. So this is considered a coastal area. So for it to be so hot, you know, it's not that common. It happens, you know, but not a lot. But you know what? The climate has been changing. So, you know, it is becoming more and more common for it to become super hot around the beach. Because usually it doesn't get this hot. Oh, wow. Okay. So as you can see, I kind of like form like a cross or an X. And I think that I can fit 2 in each little spot. So I will for sure need more. And I've got one right here in a little pot. And I'll show you how I take them out of their little nursery pots. So I kind of grab the top gently and I squeeze the nursery pot because I loosen up the soil in there. And then I kind of just pull the pot. I don't pull this part. I pull the pot out right there. And I kind of shake off that excess soil. And then I just pull them off very gently. So the roots can remain on their stems. And then I just rub the little root ball. Sorry, I'm tripping on my words. Sorry, guys. All right. Do the same for all of them. All right. Get the soil out of the way. And now I have more. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have enough now. Okay. So I'm going to bring back my pot. And let's see if I can pull it off. Let's see. I'll put one here and then one here. Let's see. Because I really want to make it full. I do. Making sure that the roots go down there. Okay. I may be able to fit 2 here. I am just sweating out here. Yeah, I'm going to fit another one here. This is where it starts to get a little hard because you don't want to disturb the other plants that are already planted and pop their little leaves off. And I see a little root there. See the knitting needle? You see how well it works? You can just dig those little, bury those little roots in. The ones that start poking out. I'm going to give this one a little turn. And do the same to each spot here. And maybe not all of them I'll be able to fit 3 in the spot, maybe just 2, because some of the plants are bigger than others. Some are smaller. Okay, so maybe just kind of like that. Okay, all right. Stick that one in a little more. I think I can stick one in here. Just like that. Okay. All right. Moving on. This is so relaxing. And I will definitely need more. But I have another pot here. And I'll just do it on the side here. Like I said, I squeeze the nursery pot and oh, it pops off. Usually. It doesn't always happen like that. Separate them. And I got a bug on me. Oh, okay. I enjoy the heat. I really, really do. So, I am loving it. Don't like the sweaty part, but I love the heat. All right. Bring this back. Start working again. And you know what? This is a really big one right here. Look how juicy that is. Oh my goodness. So it's going to take this whole spot right here. Make the well. Get those little roots in. You see how well the knitting needle works? Oh man, I just love it. And I found that at the Dollar Tree, I believe. And it came in a pack of 2. So they're 50 cents each. Isn't that cool? Just love those stores. I love them. I love them. Okay, so I think I can fit 2 here. And I'm going to get the 2 smaller ones. There's only 2 left here. Okay, and I'm going to start adjusting them. Okay, so that one right there. Okay, and I'm going to squeeze one more. I'm going to be stubborn because it can probably be okay with just one right there. But, you know, I like the more the better. And you know what? If you have too big of a root ball, like this one right here, you can just break off a bit. It won't hurt the plant. Just so it can fit a little better. Okay, there we go. All right. That's good. And I can even fit one more there. Should I? Should I do it? Should I do it? I'll do it. I'll do it. What the heck? There's one more anyway, so I have nothing to lose here. All right. And I'll do the same. I'll take a little bit off, just a tip like that. All right. All right. Ooh. That's cool. Oh man, I can't wait for it to get big and tall. Like the photos I see on Google, I drool over them, guys. I really, really do. Okay. I can just stare at succulents all day. I'm not even joking. But hey, there's work to be done, right? So, I'm going to dust them off a little with my little blush brush. And I'll grab a little Tupperware here that I have. And I'll water it nice and deep. Just so the water won't spread out everywhere. I've got this little Tupperware so I can catch the water. And I've got my little watering jug. And I wait for the water to run down the drainage hole. So a deep watering for sure. Nice and hydrated, especially when it's super hot like it is today. All right, so it's starting to come out of the bottom there. See? All right, and I will place this in under a canopy is the best way I can describe the lighting that they will do best in. So bright and direct sun. And I will wait for this pot to completely dry again before watering all over again. So I won't water. Maybe this will take, I would say will take maybe 5 days or so to really dry if it's going to be this hot. And you have to always, you know, consider where you plant them. This is a clay pot, so it is porous, so meaning that the air flows through the pot, so it will dry your succulents even faster. So there it is, but I'll show you something. I'm going to talk about something right now, so just bear with me. So if you do decide, and you know what, I still got water here. Give me a second. All right, I'm just going to get a paper towel here so I can have a clean surface to work on. Okay. I want to talk about something. If you do decide to get a Pachyphyllum, a Sedum Pachyphyllum from our website, suckycrafts.com, it will come in a box. And I'll show you what you should do when you get your order. So, this is the top of the box right here, and the nursery pot is down there. So, instead of opening it and trying to get it out from the top part, you see it's right in there. We recommend that you open it from the bottom. So I'm going to close it back up again. Open it from the bottom. And you see how the bottom is right there? Grab it with your hand, with your fingers, and gently take it out from the bottom. That's how your plant will stay nice and intact, and you won't have to reach in there and grab it, because it's not going to happen, basically. So that is the easiest way to get them out of their boxes. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but we individually box every succulent. So not just the small ones, even like the purple pearls that have longer petals, longer leaves. Always open it from the bottom and pull them out nice and gentle, and the leaves will stay intact. And I want to show you what you should do when you get your little succulent plant. So there's 3 to this plant, so they all come in clusters of 3. So you got to be a little prepared if you're ordering succulents from us. We recommend that you already have another pot to plant them in and have succulent soil ready. So this is a 4-inch pot. It's a nursery pot, regular plastic pot. Fill it up with soil. Leave a little room. So not all the way to the top. Leave a little room so you can make a little well. Just like that. Grab your little pot, and just like I showed you before, squeeze the little plants. Squeeze the surrounding, the root system, just like this. Gently take it out, and the one that you receive will probably be lacking moisture, so it won't be as moist as this one. It'll be a lot more drier, because you have to think about it. It's going into a box, it's dark, they dry up, and if you live like across the United States, like New York or something like that, it's going to be a lot drier. But don't worry, they recover. But they do have to recover from the shipping shock. They do go through shock. Some succulents even stretch up because they get confused when we put them in a box, because, they love the light and they'll reach for the light. So they literally stretch up, reaching for light. And since there's no light, some of them stretch pretty bad. But, they recover. But see, that is a risk that we take when we ship, when we buy plants online. It's not like going to a nursery. So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of shaking off some of the excess oil so it can fit in here, but I'm keeping them together. And you can always separate them, and I've already taught you how to separate them. But if you want to keep them in a cluster, just very, very gently take some of that soil off. And in that well, just pop them right in. And make sure that those bottom leaves, like I talked about before, are just on the surface. So we want you to do this immediately, right when you get your succulents. Don't wait to open the box. Open the box immediately and replant your succulents. Because, you know, the sooner, the better they will recover from the shipping shock. And I'm going to get my little Tupperware again. And water them immediately. Immediately. They need a nice drink of water if they're super dry. If they still have a lot of moisture in them, don't water as much, but still, always give them a drink of water. Even on the top, don't be afraid, just like that. And wait for that water to come down from that drainage hole, and it already is happening, just like that. And your plant will be ready. Always place your new plants in bright and direct sun. Never put a plant that you've just received in direct sun. It will burn. I'm telling you, you have to acclimate your succulents to full sun. They can all take a good amount of full sun, like direct sun, for at least 4 to 5 hours. You know, some don't do as well in full sun all day. There's only a few that can take that much sun, because then they start turning yellow. They lose their bright colors. You know, they just turn yellow. I'm not sure if anyone has experienced that. I have, and I've learned from it. But that was just a little, you know, a little step-by-step on what to do if you do decide to order the Sedum Pachyphyllum from suckycrafts.com. All right, well, I hope that I've set you up for success and you feel a little more confident about it. And, you know, give us a chance. And we have this in stock for now. Well, until next time, I hope everyone has a great day. Bye, succulent friends.